Oh, the chip goes right by there.
All right, this one's from 14 feet away. And in the hole. Here we go. Let's drop this and get your par. And that hole will be halved. All right, on to the vortex. Okay, let's see what you got here. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. Safe approach, nice. This putt is incredibly long. I personally don't have faith that he's going to do it, but let's tune in. Let's see what's going to happen. See how you do with this 13-foot putt. I think this is going to go right to left. Oh, unfortunate. And if he sinks this, it'll be for par. Okay, you need this to win the hole. All right, we're in there. You won this hole. Great work. And after that hole, we're all square. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. Okay, this one might be a bit long. And let's see how he does on this hole. And here's a look at their hybrid. Second shot here on the 15th. Here we go. Let's save par on this one. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up.
Oh, almost in there.
This one's just a 3-foot putt. And if he manages to sink this putt, the hole will be halved. Oh, well, that's too bad. Second bogey in a row, unfortunately. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one.
Well, I hope for your sake this holds the fairway.
And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Let's see how this shapes up. This is his third shot. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. Okay, we're just in the first cut here.
Well, I think you caught a flyer out of the rough here.
Good job. We're on the green. And this putt to go one up for the match.
Oh, come on. Come on, ball. Well, got to get back onto the green, I guess.
Nice chip. And his bogey putt commences here. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. And a bit of bad luck here. Back-to-back bogeys after that putt drops. Let's see if you can use the wind on this hole, left to right. All right, let's see what he does on this one. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. All right, setting up now at about 200 yards away.
Oof, it almost went down.
And if he sinks this next putt, we're going Dormy.
And I think this one's breaking to the left. All right, this is his birdie look.
Five feet to the cup from here. And a great effort on this hole to bounce back after the bogey on the last. Great work. That's a birdie. And that hole will be halved. And best of luck as you bring this one on home here on the 18th hole.
That was good stuff.
And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And this shot's about 175 yards out. little too much to the right. Here's our second shot on the 18th. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. All right, here's your friend. He's setting up in the green side sand. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. This putt's about 14 feet out. Ooh. All right, I have confidence. If you sink this next one, you will win it. Just a little bit aggressive there. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. Heading for the rough here, I think. He's got 3 feet to go. Okay, your opponent has chosen to concede this final hole. They knew they were no match for you. And you know what? I told them that you were not gonna give up. And I think they listened to me. And the match is over. And guess what? You are the winner. Finishing at 1 up today. Good work. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. Looking forward to the next 9 holes with you. Just playing the front 9. All right, let's go. Full send. Here we go. I approve. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin. This one's leaning to the right. Second shot here on the first. I like the shape on this. Nice little draw. Approach shot worked out just fine.
almost in the bucket.
All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent.
Ooh, careful with this. It's downhill. Breaking to the right. Ooh.
Let's see what he does here. He's putting for par. And this putt drops. You can go 1 up.
All right, your opponent knew there was little to no hope of winning this hole. You get the putt and you get the hole. Let's move on to the next.
Great swing on that one. And let's for him. And this will be his second shot. Okay, this one's about 135 to the pin. This might be a bit too much club.
Well, that's not as bad as I thought it was. You do have a long putt left, but hey, that's all right. And what are the odds he sinks this one? He's way out there. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, almost.
You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt.
This putt's downhill and breaking to the left. All right, let's sink this one for par.
And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us.
Ooh, just tattooed that drive.
Silky swing. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And he's got about 160 yards to go here. Heading towards that bunker. And second shot here on the third.
Ooh, might be a bit long here. Oh, it turns out you're okay. You're on the green.
Well, this just got more difficult for him. He's in the bunker, and it's plugged in there, too.
he needs this to save par. Let's see what happens. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Ooh, still looking good. Oh, and the putt won't go down.
Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend.
This one's going hard to the right. Oh, come on, be nice.
Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend.
The putt goes down and you've won this hole. Fantastic work.
And you're 2 up in this match after that hole.
Okay, stepping onto this tee of the 4th hole, and we have a par 4.
He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Setting up here now for our 3rd shot.
Okay, he needs this to win the hole. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. And he gets it to drop, and that's his birdie.
Well, unfortunately, you lost that hole. No good.
And we are presented with a par 5 here on the 5th.
All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Nothing wrong with that.
And let's see how he deals with this lie out of the rough.
Oh my, splash. Here's our 2nd shot on the 5th. You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf.
Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed.
Little less than pure on that swing. Well, see you later to that ball. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach.
Ooh, barely sneaks into that deep rough.
And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match.
That's what I hoped they would do. Your opponent's giving you this putt, and we can move on to the next.
And you're 2 up after that one. We've made it to the 6th hole. I'm okay with that. All right, let's see how he does. Five iron on display for this one.
Okay, if he sinks this one, it'll be for the bird. Yeah, this one's going a bit to the right. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Nothing wrong with that putt.
Okay, you can go 3 up for the match if you sink this putt.
This one's got a pretty steep left to right break. Oh, sliding by. Okay, this putt's for your par. All right, what a gift your friend has given us, conceding that tiny little putt. I'll take it, though. Okay, yeah, we're going to give him that one and head to the next hole.
And that hole's halved.
And the 7th hole, we have a par 4. Smart shot.
And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. And from here, he will set up around 220 yards out. Here is their 5-wood. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. It's about 195 yards to that pin from here.
Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you.
Could use a bit of a kick to the right. Safely on the green. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does.
And he's got a very long putt in his future here. Let's see what he does. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Ooh, almost.
And if you sink this, it will mean victory.
All right, your opponent has conceded this putt, and you know what that means. We're all done. We're all done here.
And hey, great work out there today. You end up the winner in this match. Good stuff. And that's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, welcoming you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to see what goes down out there today.
And just half a round of golf today, playing the back nine.
Good luck in your round today.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And here he is in the fairway bunker.
I think this is short from the sand.
Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, here's our third shot.
This putt's around 13 feet out. I think we got a right to left break on this one.
Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend.
Oh!
He's got about a 3-footer here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just a short putt. We can move on now.
And setting up here for the bogey.
All right, let's move on to the next hole. Your opponent's given you a gift. Don't even have to putt it out.
All square after the first hole. Careful out there, the wind's blowing right to left. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Okay, 240 yards out from here. Let's see what this fella does. And setting up here from an elevated position. There's a green and under regulation for you. Pat yourself on the back. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. Oof. And he's got a 10-foot putt here.
Looks like a right to left break. And there he goes. That's going to drop for him. And here you go. This for the birdie.
And that hole will be halved. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole.
Okay, second shot here on the 12th. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach.
Way to chip that one close. Well done.
And this putt. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole.
And after that one, your opponent is one up.
Here we go. 13th hole. This one's a par 3.
Here's their 7-iron.
Okay, let's see what you do here.
Beautiful swing.
Yep, that's going to do just nicely.
Okay, he's got 17 feet to the cup from here.
Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Oh, just slides by.
All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole.
All right, starting this one way outside the left of the hole. Just a little too much power. This one's for par. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on.
Okay, that hole's going to be halved.
Here we go. Now, the 14th hole. This one's a par 4.
Well, not the purest of strokes.
Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say?
Nice swing on that. Seven iron on display here. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. I hope you dialed in a bit of backspin on this one.
And as it would happen, you're on the green. So that's actually pretty good.
And setting up his third shot here.
All right, this is a putt, but let's just kind of consider it an approach shot. Let's try to get this one nice and close to the cup, and hopefully we can putter in from there.
A little too hard. This one's a 10-footer.
Oh, so close.
And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up.
And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him.
And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole.
Okay, on to number 15. This one's a par 4. All right, let her fly. Let's see it.
Nice. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole.
Come on, ball, bite. Well, I overestimated that one. You ended up on the green. We're fine. We're fine.
And he's hitting out of the first cut. And he's setting up for the birdie putt here.
It's breaking to the left, I think.
All right, sink this and you'll take the hole.
This one's going up the hill and to the left. This one's looking decent. Still going. Oh my goodness, didn't drop. Fantastic putt nonetheless.
And now this from 4 feet. All right, here we go. Give a tap and we'll head on to the next. And that hole will be halved.
Okay, 16th hole. This one's a par 5. All right, let's let this one go.
Well done. And from here, he is looking at around 205 yards to the pin.
Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance.
And he is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Here's an uphill putt moving to the left. Yikes, that went right by. He's a long ways out here with this next putt. Hopefully, maybe he misses. And he's swinging this one way out to the right. Let's watch it. This could be a birdie if you want to drop this in the hole. Just a little baby putt, but it does move to the right. And taking your friend down a peg after that hole, that's good work. Wind's blowing from our backs on this one. You'll be all right there. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And they're going with the pitching wedge. This one's 23 feet away. This putt's going downhill. I think it's going to the right as well. Oh, oh man. And he needs this next putt to win the match. Sorry. I think this one will go left to right. And this one for par. All right, and if he sinks this next putt, we go Dormy. And that hole will be halved. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Yes, that's a good swing. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And here we go. This is his second shot. They've gone with the 7-iron. Okay, this is about 155 yards to the pin. Oh, maybe this will kick left. All right, this is what he's looking at. Wouldn't want to be him. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Ooh. Ooh, close with that chip. 26 feet to the cup. It's breaking pretty hard to the left. Just a little too much pace on that one. And we got this putt to win the hole. Okay, if this match is still tied at the end of this one, we will go to see whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. but I think he can win this straight up. All right, you've got to dole out the pressure here. You're first off the tee. You got to stick this one close. Ooh, this one's drawing a little bit. Pin high on that approach, nicely judged. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Going with the 9-iron. Okay, all the tee shots are done, and you are closest to the pin. That's great. Oh, almost. And now this from 5 feet. All right, this much left to take the playoff. Let's go. And now that your opponent has conceded the putt, let's head to the next hole. All right, that's it for me. Great work out there in the playoff, winning the match decisively. I like what I saw. Congrats. See you next time. Hello, and a big, warm welcome from me, John McCarthy, to you for playing PGA Tour 2K25. And we are beginning our round on a par 5. It's time to get on our horse. Let's pop that drive into the fairway and be on our way. And let's see how he does on this hole. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. Not liking this one. All right, he's got around 250 yards to the pin from here. This one's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Oh, you almost hold that out.
This is his third shot. Oh, how close was that one?
Here we go. This drops and you get a bird. Okay, he needs this to have the hole. And after that first hole, all square. And teeing up now on the 11th. Left, heading left. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And they've gone with the 6-iron on this one. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt.
And I think this one's breaking pretty hard, right to left.
So far, so good.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that putt. Okay, he needs this to save his par. Oh!
Here's his 6-foot putt. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one.
And here we are, 12th hole, and we have a par 4.
Ooh, someone's not in the mood to lay up. This is fun. And I'm okay with that. We just barely snuck into this first cut. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Nice, this could be good.
And he'll end up rolling just into this first cut of rough.
Here's our second shot on the 12th. And here he is from the green side rough.
Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there.
Here we go. This is for birdie.
Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left.
That is fine work.
And now this putt from 6 feet.
Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole.
Oh my goodness, you hammered it.
Here we go. Let's see what this... Okay, let's check our distance twice. Great work. Nice approach on that one. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Yeah, he's hoping this holds on to the fairway. And just barely got into the light rough here. Oh, that chip almost went. And here is his putt to save par. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. That's going to do it for him on this hole, and that'll be for par. Okay, drop this, and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Nice putt. I like the way this is shaping up. That's your second in a row of birdies. And the 14th hole is upon us. Let's have a good drive here. This is a par 4. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, here's his second shot. All right, what do we got here? Looking like about 165 to the pin. And please, sir, may have a bounce to the right. Okay, we're on the green. 14-footer. Just a bit of a break here to the right, I think. And that one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm liking that. And he's looking at this putt here to have the hole. And that hole's halved. And now the par 4, 15th. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Hitting into an elevated green, we might need more club. That should do nicely. The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. And this is a long distance putt. Let's see what he does. Oh. Oh man, he almost got that chip to go. And this putt to go 3 up. Good luck with this. Got to give it some gas up the hill, and it's breaking a little to the right. Oh, come on, get in there. And this will be for his bogey. drop this putt, and you'll go 3 up.
And well done, opponent. They've given you that putt, and we are heading to the next hole.
And after that one, you're 3 up in this match. Here we go on hole number 16. That ball was launched. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And from the deep stuff. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it.
Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway.
And that just sneaks its way on into the first cut of rough. All right, this shot is around 115 yards out. Let's get out of this green side rough cleanly. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the rough. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. I'm glad it's him and not me out there. This is a kind of a long putt to deal with.
Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par.
Score. Your opponent is going to let you have that putt, and we're going to go to the next hole. And congratulations, you managed to pull off the win at 3 up on the competition, and congratulations. Good work.
All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for playing, and we will see you soon. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to today, no question.
We're playing some match play golf today. Look out, here comes some fun.
Best of luck out there today.
All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Okay, he's setting up a second shot here. All right, second shot on the 10th. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. Okay, we're in the green side rough. Let's get out of here. And that's going to be a fancy little birdie for you. Nice chip. Okay, this is a very long putt for him. Oh, yeah, starting this one way out to the right. Off to a great start. You're one up after the first hole. Okay, par 4 here on the 11th. And it looks like that fairway has a bit of a down slope out there in the landing area. Could get some extra yards. Looking fine from the tee here. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And this one off the downslope. This is going to get some extra yards. And this one's around 140 yards to the pin. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. Playing a little draw shot here. There we go. That's cooking on this approach. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. He's putting this next one for birdie. I think it's breaking to the left. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. Oh, there we go. That one goes down, and that gives you the hole. And after that one, you're 2 up. And the 12th hole is a par 3. Oh, you hit that one well. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. They're going with the 5-iron here. All right, second shot on the 12th. And if he sinks this, he wins the hole.
I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Not a bad result from that distance.
Here's a 9-foot putt.
Looks like this one will break a bit to the left.
This putt's tracking.
Good job.
He's got a 3-footer here.
And that will go.
Okay, that hole's going to be halved.
And teeing this one up on hole number 13.
This one's looking okay off the tee. All right, let's see how he does.
This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. Oh, a little bit firm there.
That was well played. Let's see what his second shot looks like.
Oh my goodness, that almost dropped.
All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent.
Ooh, that one goes down, and that's going to take the hole. Good job.
And you're 3 up on your friend after that hole.
All right, let's knock this inside the range. We have a par 3 here on the 14th. Nice swing onto that one.
Oh yeah, that was a tidy little shot. Well done. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Here's their 7-iron. And he's putting this one for birdie.
Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Almost.
And if you sink this putt, it will take this match to Dormy.
So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left.
Well, it's heading towards the hole. And after that one, you're 4 up in the match.
And now the 15th. This one's a par 4.
All right, let's see what he does on this one.
Okay, this one's about 100 yards out.
Hey, I see you've put a draw on this one. Good shot out there. Nicely played.
And this fella has left himself quite a bit of work to do. This is like a week's worth of work he's left for himself, it feels like. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Looks like he's put it on a good line. Oh, and he makes it!
All right, you need this if you want to win the match. And the putt drops, and you will finish your round with a birdie. And there you have it. The match is over, and you wound up on top of things today. Good work out there. Great golf. And that was a bit of fun. Thanks so much for the round. I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride. We'll see you next time.
Hello there. My name's John McCarthy. And first of all, welcome to the nature. Second, welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit.
We're down on the 10th here, getting ready to play just the back 9 today.
It's time to do this. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go.
Holy, you just ripped it. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. Oh, he almost dropped the chip. Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And a 9-foot putt for him. Oh my. And he's lining up this bogey putt. Okay, safely home with that putt. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. I'm liking what you're throwing down here. You're 1 up after the first hole. Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole. Oh, that'll do. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. This one's going right. And what will go down here? He's in the sand. Oh, how are you? Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. Oh my goodness. And this putt from 4 feet. Okay, we're going to concede that putt to him and head to the next. All right, sink this one to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And teeing off now in a long par 4. Okay, I'll accept that. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. And as he sets up, he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Good stuff. Out of the bunker. We're on the green. We got some work to do still, but no sand for us. Oh, come on. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. All right, I guess he doesn't need to putt that one out. Let's head to the next. This match is all square after that hole. Okay, here we have a par 5 on the 13th.
All right, load up. Let's let this go. And that was a drive. Wow, I can still hear the echo. Oh, looky here. They're going driver off the turf. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Taking driver off the fairway, are ya? Oh boy, this one's heading for the sand. Setting up for our third shot. I'll take that. Nicely played. Here we go. This putt for birdie. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. And boom, he drops her in for the birdie. All right, moving along. 14th hole coming up. We got a par 4 for this one. Looks like the sand coming up. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Let's see how he deals with this bunker shot. All right, time to get out of the bunker. Let's do this. Good job out of the sand. Well done. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This putt's going uphill, and I think it's going to the right as well. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. 5-foot putt coming up. Ouch, right by the hole. Here we go for the bogey. Looks like this one starts straight and then goes a bit to the right. Okay, bogey putt has dropped. That's good stuff. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. And your friend's 2 up for the match after that hole. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 3 here. Taking this one with the 8 iron. Looking forward to see what you do here.
This one's coming around. Nice little draw. That was a good one.
And now this from 12 feet. I think this one's breaking to the left.
Right by. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Great way to bounce back. Nice birdie on this one after that bogey on the last. And after that one, your opponent is one up for the match.
Good luck here on the 16th. Well, something went amiss.
Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And he's around 235 yards out. Let's see what he does. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th.
Unlucky.
Oh, this one might be a bit much.
Oh, almost hold it. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. This one's breaking left to right. And from there, not a bad result.
And with this putt, you could save par. Good luck.
All right, this one swings out to the left.
And this is about 4 feet.
Okay, your opponent's going to concede this putt, and we're going to head to the next hole now. And if this next putt drops, you'll go 2 up. All right, you didn't win that hole, but we'll come through on the next one. What do you think? Okay, we got a par 4 for the 17th. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended.
And this is our second shot here on the 17th.
And this shot's about 165 yards from the pin.
This is what our third.
That was good. All right, if this goes down, you're packing. I think this one's moving to the right. I think he's on the right track here. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. And for your par. Okay, your opponent's going to give you that putt. Let's go to the next hole. And unfortunately for you, if he sinks this, he wins the match. And unfortunately, you didn't win this one. Match is over and your friend will walk away 2 up. All right, thank you so much for the round. That was great to spend a little time outdoors with you, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. And who's going to win here today? That is my question. We have some match play ready to kick off. Time to get this going. That swing was to die for. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. See what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. Good luck here. I would love to see us sink this one. It's a big one. Ah, no good. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think this one's going left to right. Eight feet to the cup. A little bit too firm on that one. All right, for the bogey. And this putt right here will put him at one up. All right, we're moving to the next hole. Now that you've conceded the putt, your opponent will win this hole. But we got another chance on the next one. And here we go, par 3, 11th hole. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here.
Second shot here on the 11th. Okay, he's got quite a... I think this is going to go right to left. Oh. Okay, positive thoughts. Let's save par right here. And that's gonna go down, and that'll take the hole. Great work. And we have a little bit of wind to deal with on this hole. That couldn't be what you intended, but yeah, we'll deal with it. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Let's see what he can do here. 110 yards out. All right, 34 feet from the cup. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break too. And this putt's going to put him one up. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Nothing wrong with that putt. And here he goes, putting for par here. All right, 3 feet to the cup. And that hole will be halved. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. Oh, just smashed that. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Oh, looking good off the tee. And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. And here's our second shot on the 13th. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And I think this one's going left to right. Oh, it's going right by. Okay, this one's for his par. And this putt drops, you can go one up.
And that's going to drop. Oh, that'll win the hole for you.
And after that hole, you are one up on your friend. And here comes hole number 14 at us. Oop, that's no good. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Looking good off the tee. And let's see what happens. This is his second. All right, let's get out of this sand. All right, hitting from the sand, and I don't think this has enough. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Okay, we're out of that bunker. A little bit of work left to do, but no worries. Okay, for the save.
Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Ooh, just missed.
And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt.
And I think this one's breaking to the left.
This one's just a 5-footer. Bit long on that one.
And this putt for the double.
All right, now let's set our sights to the next.
All right, that putt goes in, and he will win this hole.
And after that hole, we're all square in this match.
Okay, coming up is the par 4 15th hole. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, you didn't hit that one perfectly.
And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Nice shot. That'll do. Good luck here. 18 feet to the cup.
This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh!
And this putt right here will put him at 1 up.
Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. Got that one to drop, and that will win the hole.
And after that hole, your friend is 1 up for the match.
And now for number 16, and this one's a par 5. Okay, full sand, let's go. Oh my goodness, you launched that ball. All right, this one's about 175 from the pin.
Bunker coming up. And here's our second shot on the 16th. Nicely done. A little bit of draw action here. Well, this is definitely in the sand. Let's see what goes down for him. Okay, you've got this to win the hole.
It was going pretty hard to the left. Oh. And he's got this left for the bird.
This putt's around 5 feet away.
Oh, almost in there.
All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt.
Just a short putt here, but it does move to the right. All right, bottom of the cup, and you've won the hole.
And we are all square after that hole. Here we go. Hole number 17, ready to go. Okay, on the green safely. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Going with the 9-iron. Well, let's see how he does here. He's in the bunker. Okay, this putt to go 1 up on your friend.
This one's got a pretty hard break left to the right.
And As he lines this up, this will be for bogey.
This one looks like it'll break to the right. Oh, almost.
And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy.
And it drops. Well done. Way to win that hole.
You're one up after that one.
Okay, and now we've arrived at number 18. This one's a par 4. It's a nice looking shot.
And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. He has 115 yards to the pin. Let's see what happens. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole.
Go out there, looking good.
He's got about 7 feet to the cup from here. Oof. All right, sink this next one to win it. I have confidence.
Okay, this one is over, and you've managed to pull out the win, ending here at 2 up. That's great work. And that'll be it for me here today. Thanks for taking me around the course with you. I had a great time out there. Hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Hey there, hope you're doing great. Because I certainly am. My name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let me tell you, things are fixing to get fun right now.
Looks like it's just the back 9 of this course today.
Have a fantastic round out there.
Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here.
Yep, that was a good swing. Well done. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. It's breaking to the left, I think. Starting this one out pretty good. Continuing on its line. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Okay, we're heading over to the 11th hole now. We got a par 5. Well, let's regroup. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, second shot on the 11th. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. And this one's around 175 yards out. Ooh, nicely shaped shot coming up. Ooh, this is nice. Hopefully you get the right pace on this one. It is extremely long. Going up the hill and to the left. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. And this is for your par. And with that, we will move on to the next. Back to all square if they sink this putt. And he's got that to drop. That's going to win the hole. All square after that hole. And we're on the 12th hole. We got a par 4. All right, let's send it. Okay, looking good. All right, you caught the downslope. Let's see how far this baby runs. All right, we'll take that. And this one's around 160 yards out. Taking this one with the 9-iron. All right, second shot on the 12th. Okay, he's setting up from the green side sand. Right by the hole. Oh no, brutal. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. Okay, if you sink this, you can have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. Oh, this tee shot should work. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Oh, you just smashed that. And will you have a look at this? All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Way to go out there, champ. Here we go, birdie putt. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Just a little bit aggressive there. All right, setting up 6 feet from the cup. And your opponent's going to concede that putt. We're going to head to the next hole. And this putt's going to put him one up. Okay, we will give that putt to the opponent. And we'll lose the hole in the process, but another hole coming up. We'll get him there. And now the 14th hole. This is a par 3. And here's a look at their 5-iron. All right, let's go. Oh, and he gets it to drop there using a little Texas wedge. Man, could have a birdie here. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. Okay, stepping onto the tee now of this par 4, 15th hole. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go.
Second shot here on the 15th. And here we go with his second shot. All right, setting up from 33 feet. This putt's going to go downhill, going to break right to left. Ooh, that was close. And if he sinks this next putt, it's going to go dormy. But I think it's breaking to the left. Okay, here's a par putt. All right, if he drops this, he's going to have the hole. All right, that putt will go. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. This one is a par 5 for the 16th. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. Okay, he's found the deep rough. All right, give this a rip. Well, you made good contact with that one. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking out of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you got. All right, onto the green now, and let's leave that sand behind us. Will he make it? He's got a long putt, so could go either way. I think he's put it on a good line. Continues to look good. Oh, it doesn't go down. Oh, no. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. Wonderful, wonderful shot. Okay, that was a good hole. Took your friend down a notch. I like it. And teeing up now on the 17th. This fairway looks like it has a bit of a downslope in the landing area. Nice drive, just striping it. And let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, we may need a little more club than normal here. That green is elevated. That'll do for the approach. And now this from 13 feet. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh! Okay, you need this to win the hole. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. A bit too much power into that putt. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Just a little too much pace on that one. 6 feet to the cup. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy, folks. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Teeing off now in a long par 4. Well, this drive's looking okay. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. He has a chance of winding up in the rough here. And he rolls that one into the heavy rough. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. And this one coming out of the deep rough. And here we have a very long putt to contend with.
Careful here, going downhill and to the right. Ooh, that's too bad. This is what he's staring down to save par. This one looks like it's breaking to the left.
And this one is over. I had an enjoyable time with you today, even though you didn't win. That's all right by me. We'll regroup, and maybe next time you'll end up on top. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I think things are going to go our way today. Today we start the round with a par 4. Let's nestle this first drive up there in the fairway, and we'll be on our way. Wow, powerful stuff, my friend. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Let's see how he does out of the sand. Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. Okay, they're going with the pitch and wedge here. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. This putt's going down the slope, breaking right to left. Oh, right by. And here we go. This is his par putt. And he's looking at a 17-foot putt. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh.
And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt.
All right, as that one drops down in the bucket, you've won this hole.
And you're one up on your friend after this first hole. Here comes the 11th hole.
Whoops, that's not great.
Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
And he might roll this into the rough. Okay, and that'll roll into the second cut.
Here's our second shot on hole number 11.
This could be good. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Here's his look for birdie. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right.
Okay, drop this and you'll go two up on your friend.
Just a short putt here, but we'll move to the right.
Okay, after that one, you're two up on your friend.
Hole number 12 coming at you. Looks like this one's pretty safe. And he's goes.
Okay, second shot here on the 12th.
Well, you're doing all right this hole on the green, under regulation. That's good work. And this is his putt for birdie.
And 14-foot putt for him.
Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh, just slides by.
And this putt to go three up.
So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Oh, there we go, dropping her in for the eagle.
And you are three up in this match after that hole.
Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 3.
This shot's looking good. Nice little draw.
Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here.
Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. And here's our second shot on the 13th.
Oh, the chip's denied. All right, let's go. This to save par. And this one looks like it's going just a touch to the left.
Oh man, that par just slipped right away.
All right, he's going to need this to win the hole. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Ooh, right by. And if this drops, that's your bogey.
Okay, time to head over to the next hole. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here.
Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one.
All right, let's forget about that hole and look
To the next hole. And the 14th hole is next. This one is a par 4. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway.
And he's setting up here around 135 yards out. The approach is heading a bit to the right. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th.
Oh, come on, that almost went.
And he's 22 feet out.
I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Looks like he started this one out right. Continues to be online. Oh my, and he makes it.
Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie.
There's a way to bounce back. Birdie on this one after bogeying the last. I like it.
And that hole will be halved.
And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. Okay, time to send it.
I'm liking that one.
Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. And this is around the 190 mark. That green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. And if you sink this, you will be up by as many holes remaining. That's going to take things dormy. This is a double breaker. Goes right, then it goes left. Oh, what do we have here? And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And after that one, you're 3 up in this match. And getting ready to tee off here on the 16th hole. Good job. All right, let's see how he does.